Never the man, never Mr. Popular, but you still took my hand.
Yeah, they saw it. But why was it this time that they didn't have faith that he did that? Do you know what I mean? So I need us to understand that it's important to have faith. In verse 22 it says have faith in God. We need to have faith in letting these ungodly things in the world go. We need to know that everything happens for a reason. We need to stop keeping this extra baggage and get rid of it. Because there's no point in keeping it, because you're just weighing yourself down. Sorry. We also need to have faith in what God is telling us. So what God has called us in. What God has called us here for, we need to have faith and know that it's not just, he's not just saying, yeah, just come. It's actually for a purpose, it's actually for a reason. So, yeah. With the disciples, when Jesus cursed this fig tree, they weren't expecting it, but they disregarded it, and when they heard it, it was like they didn't really believe it. But why is it like that? We need to actually believe what God is saying. We need to believe and we need to have faith. Or else what's the point? Do you get what I mean? It's actually no point. There are some things in life that may look good but are not good. So I just want you to ask yourself, what is looking good in your life but doesn't bear any fruit? And just get rid of it, because there's no point. It's just weighing you down. There's actually no point. You're just carrying it and you're walking like this, and it's just, do you get what I mean? There's no point. And I relate it back to your clothes. Why do you not have the clothes that you don't wear anymore? When your mom said put it inside a bag and then take it to the charity shop, why do you still keep it there? It's just there for no reason. Get rid of those things so that God can renew new stuff in your life. I pray that He will renew new stuff in your life. Amen. We stand up to pray. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Important to take in, isn't it? What's important? And have you ever noticed that children just inherit behavior of their parents? And because of that, you need to begin to search deep down and think about yourself and almost, I don't want to be cliche, but almost guide yourself. We were supposed to have a class discussion on Monday.
This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Perfect submission, perfect delight, perfect compassion, now burst on my side. Angels descending, bring from above, echoes of mercy, whispers of love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. happy and blessed, watching and waiting, looking above, filled with His goodness, lost in love. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day
Let's give in prayer a female member, Sister Pelumi from Irapada.
When you overcome it, give thanks to receive more grace whenever you have more obstacles. Always pray for the solution. If you have obstacles and you don't acknowledge it, you will make a mockery of yourself.
That we covered today was walking out the place of grace in this season. First, we spoke about how grace can be divine enablement, and divine enablement is the ability to ease through situations that others may struggle through. And then we went on to speak about the story of Joshua, and we read Joshua chapter 6, and we spoke about how there may be walls of Jericho in our own lives, and how we have to be obedient and obey God to break down those walls. And we also spoke about how obedience is the key to accessing the glory of God.
The walls of Jericho, and it was interesting because the walls of Jericho were shut and nothing could get in, and it sort of prompted us to think about the different types of walls of Jericho in our lives. So it could be when you graduate and there is a specific job that you're trying to get, but that wall is shut and it's not allowing you to get in. It could be when you're in school and you're trying to get beyond a certain grade, but you just can't get there, and that's because that specific wall is shut. And it's through God's obedience, and it might sound out of whack at first because obviously God told them walk around this city 7 times and then start jumping and shouting and then the walls will break down. It sounds mad to them because they are experienced soldiers, but if through that obedience those walls were able to be broken down, and may every single wall in our lives be broken down in Jesus' name. And I also find it quite interesting the fact that the Israelites actually walked past Jericho before. So they reached their destination, but they were so engulfed in the fact that they were complaining and they were just in their own worlds and not appreciating the journey and not appreciating how they were going to get there, that they missed it. So may God not allow us to miss our destination in Jesus' name.
Okay, so we spoke about quite a few things, but I'll keep it short. So we spoke about how there's a time for everything and God has a plan for you. So it's not always go to a rush something. So like keep at a steady pace. It's not like say like your mum something. So just give you a look, and that's what you need. Just that look, and you'll know you're in trouble. So that's all she needs to do. And yeah, that's another example. Yeah, that's about it.
Last year, I remember I came here and I was in like a really dark place. I don't want to go into detail, but if you were at the help house, then you know what I'm talking about. I was in a really dark place, but I just want to say thank you to God for allowing me to come back, and I'm not in that dark place anymore.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
So last year when I came for camp, I didn't know any verses in the Bible. I just had to start reading them. Then camp is a place where you come closer to God. This year, when I was in Nigeria, and then I heard that there wasn't going to be any camp, I was like, oh Lord, what's this? So then I got to London, I asked my auntie, and I said, Auntie said camp. She was like, I don't think so. But then I went to church, and then I asked the aunties in church that is their camp, they said, you better get ready for camp this year. And I was happy, and I thanked the Lord that, oh, there's camp this year.
Like, basically, like, it got to the point where the chat, it was just mad how it all happened anyway. So I just want to thank God over that, because sometimes when you, anyone who knows me, sometimes like, if I can't bother, I can't bother. Like, sometimes I've really gone to kind of attitude. So I want to, yeah. So I just want to thank God over my mum and my sister's life, and as well as Dan, Dare, Sister Yemi and Shevel. Especially the Darties as well, because like sometimes when you're faced with problems, I just want to thank God, because last year when I came to camp, I was, like I said, I was in a really dark place. I remember leading prayers, and I was saying the prayers, and I was looking at people, and I'm like, I'm leading prayers and people are praying more than me. I felt like I couldn't connect to God. I thank God because from last year He's been doing restoration in my life, in the life of my siblings and my dad. I did say that during the help hour that unlearning abuse means unlearning the survival tactics that you have learned to go through that. And I thank God because I feel like He's taken me through like a remolding season. I took a leap and decided that I no longer wanted to work where I was working. So I prayed before God and kind of said, direct me. So I don't like standing in front of Him. So I started my journey in September. My PGCE starts my teaching course, and it was a really rough year. Like the people that make you want to quit.
Queen D!
Primary school, secondary school, college. So I went to uni in 2013. Yeah, so going to uni, I kind of knew what I was doing, I kind of knew what kind of career I want to go into, but I feel like at 18 I was mature, but I had some habits that weren't really beneficial for me. Just to keep it short, so first year uni, first year I didn't, I had to like retake something, I was like, okay, I need to concentrate, it's really cool. Second year, more referrals. So like, hey, what am I doing? Maybe I'm a bit lazy. Bear in mind, I was a bit lazy. And it's not like I didn't read it. I just didn't take it seriously. And I felt like I just got distracted. I'm the kind of person who's rather you play or you read your book.
I don't really have any messages about the camp, but I'm grateful to be here. And my testimony is basically, my mum and dad have been, my dad has been in this country for like 20 years now. And my mum's been here for like 18, and they haven't really stepped out of this country due to some reasons. But I just want to like thank God because last week they flew to Canada.
I was diagnosed with something, and it was really hard for me because it means that I had to keep coming to the hospital over and over.
Come on this bed. Come on this bed. Don't cry here.
And I jumped off, and then my leg snapped in half. It's even cool. And yeah, so then I was stuck. I was by myself, and I was stuck with a broken leg. So and my friend died. So what I had to do.
I want to thank God as well for allowing me to come to camp, and I thank God for Sister Boss's life who told me about it. Because, like before coming, I was actually worried about my results. I was so worried.
Thank God because not only did He give me the grace to achieve the grades that I needed, He gave me the grace to do way better. Because throughout this whole year, I actually thought I was done out here. I thought I was finished. And I'll tell you, there's two main reasons. It's not even small. Like, now looking back on the whole thing, it was actually quite deep. For example, the first one was my timetable, the exam timetable that they gave me. They did not fit in the exam. Secondary school was tough for me and my family
And my first year in secondary school, I failed everything. Second year, I did the same. My mom and dad would cry at work. And in my third year, I failed my mocks. I just want to thank the Lord.
It's our God. Sing with me how great is our God. And oh, see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead three in one, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God. Sing with me, how great is our God. And oh, see how great, how great.
Uni, not to scare the kids, you guys still go to school, but uni can be really hard at times, because sometimes you're alone, and you feel isolated. And when you're isolated and you sit down by yourself, you start to think all sorts of things. Yeah, you start to think all sorts of things. And a lot of us, well, I don't know about me, I don't really know friends like that, but a lot of you have like 101 friends. Really and truly, they still feel lonely. But we give glory to God because us graduates, we overcame. Thank you, Lord. And those who are yet to go to uni, or those on the way to uni, they're going to graduate. Amen. And even though you didn't graduate, or you did go to uni, your life's still going to be great. Amen. I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I haven't heard a child of God going to uni and not coming back. Another thing is, the second part is, do not forget all these benefits. Do not, the key word is forget. What are God's benefits? His love, His grace, His kindness, His mercy, His protection, all the testimonies yesterday. Most of them were protection.
Without further ado, Jacob!
It's weird hearing your voice on the microphone, but what do you call it? I have to thank Bimbo because she made me come.
Yeah, Bimbo.
And obviously,
yeah.
See, when I was gonna come, it's like she took a while to message me, so it looked like I wasn't gonna come. My mum was like, I don't think you're gonna go, you know. But I was like, I'm gonna go, mum, But then I didn't think I was gonna go. But then when she called me, I was like, cool. Me and my brother sent the money, but it was in his name, so they're like, we can't see your name. Then I was like, no, it's in his name. Then, what do you call it? Then, you know, I was on the coach. At first I didn't really know anyone, but I like him and Vico's Moses, because they gave me food first. And then, let me see, my friend brother Tolu, because, you know what, I've really met anyone like him. But there's things that he says, that resonates with me. And like, sometimes, you know what, before I go to bed, I'll be thinking, like, you know, if I was like same height, I look same, not same, but you know, like I was like, I don't know, like, you know when you have sauce on your face, and then people like the way you look, and you know, other people, obviously I can't shout at everyone. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay, no, it's two. Oh yeah. Oh, the twins as well. Come on. Yeah, you as well. Oh, you know what? Toby is funny. a funny guy. Like, I can't shout out Daniel as well. Daniel, yeah. Daniel, you know what? I didn't think I'd ever speak to him, yeah. But coming here. Huh? Oh my lord, I don't even want to be waffling right now. But also, I think the best thing about this is I really did feel like I got closer to God. And He did answer my prayers. No prayers that from now, I mean from like 2-3 years ago. He's been answering them now. So I thank God for that. As you lot know, Esther said it as well, I'm coming next year. Yeah, like, obviously, I just want to thank everyone that's here. I think I basically spoke to even the little children, yeah. I spoke to, I think I've spoken to everyone. Yeah. I made it my goal, obviously I didn't tell no one, but I did. Even you've been going and coming back, but I still spoke to everyone. But yeah.
Jordan. So first, obviously, I thank God for convincing me to come anyway, and I thank God for Sister Bossa, even though she's not here, because she brought us lot here, and she just brought it up as a random idea, like, oh yeah, that would be fun. Why don't you three go? And then us three were looking for an excuse not to come, because it's like,
well, that's not true.
Because like this summer already, I'd done because I worked for NCS as well, I did like 2 camps already, and I haven't had a week, so I was like, oh nah, because after that was Orioke at my church, so I was like, let me just have this week. And then the 3 of us were like, you know what, because it was late as well, we're like, if Aaron comes, we'll come. Because we knew there was no way that 140 was going to get paid that day. There's no, Boss called up his mum, was like, tell you what, I'll give half, you give half, and Aaron came, so we all decided to come, and it was probably my best decision this year. And, I just want to say as well, like, thank you guys for being so like welcoming. Like, it's my first year here physically, but as soon as I got here, I felt like my spirit's been with you guys. I feel like I've known you lot for ages already. And next year, the whole Rapada gang is coming in.
He's basically said everything, but the main point I just wanted to say was like literally what he said. Like from Monday, I've been talking to everyone as if I'd known you lot for years and stuff like that, and I didn't realise it's only been less than 24 hours. Yeah, I just want to thank you lot for being so welcoming. Thank you lot as family. Yeah, you lot will see me next year, the year after year. So
Alright, let's go for Sister Jane.
So, every the rest I had listened to Sister Tabitha last year. Yeah, she invited me last year. I was just like, nah, I don't do woods. But on a real, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for everyone here, because I'm not really a social sort of person, and I feel like, oh. And Maya was like, are you coming? And I was like, no. And I was like, I don't mind to like drop out last minute. But I felt welcomed, and surprisingly this week, I was able to meet God. I was like saying to Sister, so before I came here, I was just going through some stuff, and I was surprised that I didn't even think about it, anything. I don't miss home. I told her I had to tell my mom I miss her a bit, but yeah, I've enjoyed myself, and I'm like, Saturday, do I want to go? I'm first on the list.
I'd just like to say that this has been an amazing experience, and I want to thank the first 3 people I saw, and when like the 3 people that welcomed me. Shout out to my namesake Plumi and Ore, yeah, and who else was it? And Funto. The 3 people that spoke to me, you didn't speak to me. You didn't know first. But yeah, all of you guys have been, I feel like I've already been part of this, like before it even happened. Like, I feel like I've already been, like it was meant to be, like even if I didn't even want to come, because of the things that have been ministered to me in this place, it had to happen because it's part of God's plan. So I feel like it was like deliberate. And the fact that it was deliberate made it even much more better because I feel like I came here for something and I received it. And I don't think I would have received it if the community wasn't as welcoming as you were. Yeah, I just want to like appreciate everyone for that. Like everyone's just been so nice. Like even like the little things where you talk to people one-on-one, the amount of information you gain from them, and you feel like it's all new information. You feel like you've already known. You know, you have friends, you feel like you'll just get bored of the same friends seeing the same thing. But here, everyone individually is so different and so unique. Like, you're all abnormal, which is a good thing. But yeah, I love that still. And I love, like, you could just talk to anyone here, even the little ones, the oldest ones. You feel like the big sisters, and you have younger little sisters as well, younger big brothers, younger brothers. And I feel like, obviously, you see me next year now.
Let's have Aaron, go next. Just you, we'll wait for you, Reverend. Praise God. So, like, I just want to thank everyone for like being so welcoming. Like, so when I was on the coach, like I had to lie about my age how many times? I had to say I was 17. I even told one auntie that I said I was 15. Then she went to Sister Bossa said 17. Then she went back, and after then Joel said 17. And after that I was like, oh, I'm 17. But like, yeah, like I want to thank everyone for being welcoming on the coach. Like, I think the first person was to talk to me was Dami. Dami, she asked for my age. I had to lie again. I had to say I was 17. That I just went to, anyways, off with it. Yeah, I want to thank everyone, like, because like you guys made me feel like you guys are part of my family. It's like the choir made me part of my family. I want to thank Brother Tolu Tolu, because like the amount of times I come up at that room at like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, he just waking up and we're like, what time is it? I'm like, oh, it's 6:30. He was like, I just want to thank you for touring. I want to thank you, Brother Omar. I was born like I want to thank all the Gowden, all the sisters, Sister Mary, even though I left your Bible class, but you know, I want to thank old madam. Thank you for persuading me to come, gang. Yeah, thank you to all the sisters, all the prophetess, thank you, all the kids, thank you. Yeah, I just can't give thanks. I want to thank God for like letting me come here. Oh yeah, I'm coming back next year.
First time at Observation, but I want to thank literally everyone here because I felt so. I feel part of the family here, like you know, like brothers and sisters. Like as soon as I came here, I felt like just like you. I know all of you. Like it's just thank you. So I just want to thank God for all of your lives. I especially want to thank Brother Wale over there. I just felt like he just allowed me to connect to God a lot more. I just want to thank you.
Okay. Finally, I don't know if you've settled for, not even finally, but it's because there's quite a few more. I'm not sure if you settled for governor or for Reverend Governor. Reverend Governor,
You guys are alright. No, I'm joking. Honestly, you know, I was trying to think of what to say. The first thing, it's self-evident that the way we live today,
Come on now.
it's praised to be like introvert, loner, like And most of us don't even realize it, but once you start doing things like that, especially at such a young age, it like stays with you through life, and it's so important to network, make friends. For like me personally, I'm bad with friends. Like I'm bad with friends. Before this camp started, I could probably count my friends on one hand, but now I have.
You can't count.
All of you are my friends. All of you, and I have to do some shout outs because Funta's been looking at me like, if you don't shout me out, I can see you. I've met some people with rich souls, like you guys have some rich souls. Esther, the funniest person, one of the funniest people I've ever met. Funta just feeding me every day, feeding me. Choir.
Come on.
I want to say that you guys, you're more than just a family. It's like you've taught us what passion looks like. I don't think you understand, like.
Drop that word.
In fact, let me not even start dissing my own one because I know you guys are looking at me like that's our church. That's our church. Yeah, you just showed us what passion looks like. You screaming at us to make sure it's perfect. Even you with your, like, honestly, your voice amazing. Like, it's amazing. It's just self-evident what God can do. Like when a bunch of people that just have burning fire for each other, like come together. Like I don't even feel like I haven't been eating. Because at home, you don't know how many. I'm slim, like I have 6-pack, but I eat so much, and I haven't realized that I have not been eating. I did not realize I was fasting. Well, obviously spiritually I did, but I didn't. If that makes sense, like because time, I haven't used my phone. Dad said to me, "Who was it? David." I didn't know he was Irish, you know. Broke my heart. You're gonna leave us. Anyway, he said we haven't turned on the TV. Me, Netflix. I love Netflix. I even went to go and buy my own account. I didn't even ask my mum. I bought it. And I've just spent so much time with you all, and I haven't noticed how much time I've spent. And I just want to say, like, I love you guys. I had a bunch of quotes, but let me just speak. One more thing. You know when Brother Wale, yesterday he was speaking about regeneration.
Drop the word.
That's my analogy. You know how, I think it was Brother Tilly that said, the little raindrops make a pond. Sister Yemi. Same now, yeah, same in spirit. I just want to say, not only has my pond grown, it has exponentially grown. Big words. But the little things like, what was I thinking about? I think, you know the music that we listen to reflects a lot about personality. Yeah. So instead of going to bed, I can't go to bed without music. Instead of listening to God's plan, I find myself listening to, like, I record all the hymns now. Although I can't sing Yoruba, you hear me. And it just shows like the change that has been inflicted upon our lives, and I just pray that we don't forget who we are. And over the year, I doubt I'm gonna forget any of our relationships, but over the year, I just hope that we come back the same way that we just bonded like glue from the beginning, from day one. I hope that we can just connect like that again. In fact, I know we will by God's grace. I can't wait to see you all next year, and the year after, the year after, and the year after.
All right, not many left. Okay, without further ado, Titi.
There is another one actually.
Not like.
Hey everyone.
It's tea time.
Okay. I have my story for camp here. Oh my gosh, it can go on and on and on and on and on. Since Tolu, Sister Beatrice, Sister Mary, since all the years that they've been telling me, "Are you come to camp? Are you come to camp?" Every youth revival, I knew that question was coming my way, and sometimes I would even try and dodge them. And when they would come out in the announcements as well to tell everyone about camp, I think one day I'm going to go to this camp. One day I'm going to go to this camp. And this year, I need to start by thanking Auntie Funke mightily. This year, she took it upon herself to call my mum, to speak to my mum and let my mum. You know how mums can be sometimes, a bit OTT. You know it's out of love, but. She spoke to my mum, and I am so happy I came. Like my brother said, this is one of the best decisions I made this year to come. This whole week, the serenity alone, let's start there. I work 9 to 5, and just getting to work alone sometimes is so busy. But today, this week, I wake up to get to 6 a.m. prayer, but it doesn't feel like a chore. Like, it doesn't feel like a chore. And even though service can be from 4 hours, sometimes 5, it still doesn't feel like a chore. Like, I find myself just dancing, just playing around. Whereas at church, when service is going off past 3, it's like, okay, can we move on now? And really, it's just a sense of community that's here. And the rules that have been established here, they're not really rules, but I think one rule is you're not allowed to eat by yourself.
It's a rule.
Little did I know that rule, it meant so much, because when you're sitting on a table, it's a bit daunting, don't lie. You sit by yourself and everyone's sitting in there, you're forced to go and sit next to someone you've never sat beside before. And you don't know how much information, what you can learn from that person. The help hour, oh come on. The wisdom that you guys have, at your age, I didn't know what the big words that you're using were. I didn't have the perspective that you guys have. And I just pray, anyway, my name is already there. My money might be a bit lacking, it's just like it won't be, but my name is already there. And I'm bringing my brothers and sisters. I'm going to pull my mom by her neck, like she needs to come. Honestly, guys, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for being so welcome. God bless you.
Alright, there's 2 left.
Jim Jones!
Hi guys. So basically, it's evident in my voice that, you know, this has been yeah, I've done the most, I've done too much, but it's fine. Wow. Oh wow, I can see everybody. Hi guys. Hey, hi Renat. Hi Esther. Hi. Do you know what, yeah? First thing, I actually made it a chore. I actually said to myself that I need to learn everyone's name. Everyone that I speak to, I have to learn their name. So technically,
What's my name?
Jaya.
What's my name? What's mine?
Jordan.
What's my name?
Sorry, what's your name? No, I'm joking, teacher. Hi, Aaron. So yeah, I made it a chore that I'm going to learn everyone's name, and I think I was talking to Brother Gabriel. He was just like, I can't lie to you. Sometimes it's just difficult to, you know, retain people's name, but I thank God that He put it in me to do that, because it means that I've had to connect with everyone. Same to our Reverend Governor. I don't really, I have friends, but no, there was not friends, sorry. I know people. This is why you are my people. I have acquaintances, but I don't have friends. But then God has even gone further to make it a family. And there's a family you're from, there's a family that you form. And I thank God for the fact that you can go to a place where He reigns, and you can like just meet great people. And like Sister Titi said, guys, I've been looking at your I'll go on YouTube and read you lot. Yeah, I know what you do. I know what this place looks like. I know the four corners. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I know what everything.
It's okay. Yeah, take it.
I know what. This is sounding worse. I know what everything looks like. And for me to actually be here, guys, we are on a mountain. What's the service? There's no reception. Heatree win Wi-Fi, but we feel so fulfilled. Like the choir on Monday that Sister Tomishe and Sister Yemi went. I didn't go on you guys, me more. I was talking to you guys, you know, like we were saying that Jordan was playing the Akuba yesterday, and his face went pink, but he didn't stop. Tito was playing, and he was smiling with the angel. Like, not to go deep, but he was smiling, and you could see that the energy was gone, but he kept on going. There's kids here that are clapping, guys. I didn't know how to clap until I was like 20. Like, I was still giving a round of applause in church, but it's mad. It's actually mad. But I just want to thank God for the fact that He made a covenant, He showed up, and He delivered on His covenant. Sorry, you know, when you're in the choir, you just have to sing one song. I just want to sing one song.
We're ready for you.
And I'm making a covenant with God that next year I'm going to facilitate. So as you don't care, you give me a list of what you need somewhere. You tell me you need to be paid for. I will pay for them. I'm sorry, Brother Omar. I have made the list for next year. My name is the first person. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you guys. I don't think I'm going home with you on Saturday because I think I'm going to stay here, but it was amazing. God bless you guys.
365 please.
Okay. To close, none other than Brother Wale.
Said they all like born the love and everything has made everyone get closer to God. We've accessed God in a different dimension. We've seen God in a different dimension, and we would all take that back to our various churches and proclaim the glory of this change that God has brought into our lives. It's a privilege for me to be here and for God to use me and for me to be a source of joy to people. It is not about my power, it's not about my mind. I don't know nothing, I'm just a mere mortal. Tomorrow I might be gone. But it's just the grace that we all will have one day or the other. We have it already. I just want to thank everyone I've met in my life, everyone that I've been an instrument of inspiration to. It's just for you to know that you have a purpose and you need to fulfill your purpose. Like Brother Omar used to say, we rise by lifting others up. What you have, share to others. What Jesus knew, he shared it to others. He didn't keep it to himself. And that's why we could connect to ourselves. That's why we could bond with ourselves. I've learned so much here, like meeting people, young ones, the children, everybody. I just want to say that we should continually dwell and serve God with all our heart, because it's just the way. Camp 2018 has been a lovely experience for me. I just want to thank Brother Omar, Auntie Funke, Moses, my son. Just want to thank everyone, Nathaniel, Jordan, Titi, Tito, Aaron, everyone. It's been a privilege. Sister Tabitha, because she helped me like when I went 3 days fasting and praying, and after I finished, she was the one that was bringing food and all. Thank you very much. You're an amazing personality. Thank you. I just want to thank everyone, Sister Amy for checking up, everyone. But I just don't want us to just go back the same way. I'll just drop this right now as the Holy Spirit is directing me. It's not about, it doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. So whatever you've learned today, whatever you learned from me, whatever you learned in the service, whatever you learned from Brother Tolu, Brother Omar, whatever you learn, take it back to wherever you are. It's best you always preach God wherever you go. It's best you tell people about God. Because the little things you say, you don't know how much change you are affecting in the life of others. So as young ones, as people who carry the mark of Christ, wherever you go, preach Christ wherever you go. Because that's the whole essence of your living. Preaching Christ is the whole essence of your living. I just want to say thank you, everyone. And all that needs to be perfected in our life, God has perfected them in Jesus' name.
The next time that we gather as a family will be the 27th of August for Youth Revival. And I just want to implore everybody to ensure that they're there, because I'll probably say it now, and I think it's key that I don't know why we've never given a collective Thanksgiving before. So I think on that day we'll all come out together to give thanks on the 27th of August for Youth Revival. I think there needs to be a separation between ourselves who go to the mountaintop and to everybody else who is unable to go. And I think that collectively we should say thank you to God. And that doesn't then mean that you can't share your testimonies when it's Thanksgiving time. But I think that at Thanksgiving we should all ensure that we come out together to give thanks as a family, because I know that we'll get home safely tomorrow by God's grace. But before we start thinking about tomorrow, let's make the most of today and really enjoy our last full day here. Oh! Emma, no, sorry, we forgot. We're treating you like they normally treat us. Sorry. Come on, mommy.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone. You are just so wonderful. This is my first time of actually coming to camp. I wanted to come, actually I had agreed to come last year, but I couldn't make it. And Tolu then was on my neck that this year that he said at least you can walk and you come. I said, but I can't walk very well. He said, it doesn't matter. You just come. So I really want to thank God for giving me the opportunity. I'd like to say thank you to every one of you. You're all very, very, very wonderful. I just continue on the line where you are. Psalm 16 says that I have a good inheritance. You have a good inheritance, yeah? So continue in it. You are really, really blessed. And even as an adult coming amongst you, Lord, I have really learned a lot myself. And I can rest assured you that God will continue to take you from glory to glory to glory to glory. So by God's grace, 2019. I very much hope and I see it by faith that I'll be here again.
So much fun. The Shomoye family are actually exceptionally different to their whole environment. Tolu's dad is always at youth revival. Always. And the fact that Mrs. Shomoye can be here with us and she's promised us next year as well shows that she's unique in amongst her environment and she's most definitely a part of this family. Auntie Kay?
Praise the Lord. The Lord is good. All the time. All the time. To be honest with you, I'm so happy to be with you guys. Every year, Sister Fumi, are you coming to the karaoke? The only thing I will normally do is just send my kids. Unfortunately, they're not here this year. I'll just send them. I said, whatever to do with my junior sister. But today, I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm really, really overwhelmed. I can't count the quantity of blessing I've received. Even upon all you guys here. I'm so marveled with the way you organize yourself, your prayer, your waking up 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock timely. If I want to say, like I said, is only a little different from the way they do organize themselves youths back home in Nigeria. I can say a little different, but you're really better, to be honest. You did really well. Can you give yourself a round of applause? I know you're highly blessed. I've got talented people, spiritually, in terms of music, voice. A lot of you are using my voice, you know. In singing, calling the hymns, because I'm a very lenient person, so I just dish it out. I say a big thank you to all your coordinators, Sister Funke. Uncle Omar, and all the prophetess in the house. And all my bosses at the spiritual levels, thank you guys. I learned something as well. I learned how to speak in tongue, how to interpret, how to sing. And the one thing I didn't learn is dancing. I think I'm good in dancing. And I learned one thing as well when I get to, I don't know whether my kids knows about it. Why have I guys, whatever we learn here, let's take it out to our churches and continue with this. We'll be highly blessed. God has stand us out among, and wherever we lay our foot on, He said we are going to take the dominion over it. So wherever you go, I decree and declare that you will be the head and not the
Let's close. Let me just say that the organizers, the team that put this together, we come in the winter, we come in spring, we meet after work, we sit in the church. At times the church is cold, but we sit, we plan for you. Half the time we never know where we're going to get the money from. We raise money. Like Brother Tony said something the other day, and I just had to stand back and think, I think Brother Tony's finally come to the dark side now. Because somebody said, this isn't even organized, and he said he was like, and that's usually how I feel. Sometimes when I hear I feel like throwing people across the room. That with your 140, you think this is exactly. I do care. You think with your 140 pounds that it's a 5-star hotel. We should be very appreciative of what we receive for 140 pounds. It's nowhere close to how much it should really be. You eat 2 meals a day, and they're quite quality meals, even and they're hot meals as well. You have your bed, that's nice. You have hot water there. The coach is quite nice, it's comfortable. And it's too expensive, or you'll hear a comment. Anyway, you just have to give all glory back to God. But anyway, on top of that team, and on top of the organizers that put this together, which makes up Brother Tolu, she's not actually Princess Bee anymore, she's now Queen Bee. Prophetess Balogun as well. And then we have a team of teachers that are made up who don't essentially plan, but they are always part of the plans, and they're the teaching team. But anyway, on top of that team, and everybody, you should give honor where honor is due. On top of that team is Auntie Funke. So Auntie Funke, over to you. Everybody on your feet, show some respect.
Thank you, everyone. I'm actually quite shy, but I'm going to start with a song.
Take the microphone, it's a lie.
Anyway, I'm going to start by welcoming all the new people. You've brought with you a new energy. I'm so pleased to see you. You confirm that we're a family because you just blend in. It's been amazing. We had some people who didn't come, and we thought, oh my God. What? Okay, then we thought, oh my God, some people aren't coming, but all these new people have come. We've got more people than we had last year. I'm going to thank all the evangelists who are the people who encourage them to come. Because you may think evangelism is going out there and just giving papers and talking. It's how you bring people into the community of God. So before I forget, because I didn't plan to do this, I'm going to give my thanks very, very quickly. I'll start with the prophetesses. I can't even thank you. God will thank you. Amen. God will pray for you. Amen. And what I love especially about you is whilst you're doing your work, you're teaching, you're imparting knowledge, because that's something that we may lack sometimes. We do it all, we don't bring the young ones up. And our mantra is, I can't remember something about when you do something, you rise. It's about passing the baton. It's about giving to the next generation so that they can carry on the work. So I thank you very much for that. And God will continue to empower you. I thank the coordinators. I'll come back to the coordinators. It's a special thank you. But first of all, I thank you. I thank Auntie Titi. Thank you so much. She's here. Okay, well, I thank her so much because Mom will do it all if you let her. But Auntie Titi actually volunteered. She works full time, so she takes the week off. So she actually volunteered to do it. So I thank her because she brings Angela with her. Mom is not here, but God knows that I thank her totally. Because she said something to one of the girls today that at my venue, she, kitchen,
Getting computer, I said, I bet that's what she says about me every time. I come in, clean a little bit, and say, so mommy mumbo. And she just does it all. Now I don't have to call her and say camp is coming. She does everything. She works in an environment that's highly dangerous, no matter how experienced you are. And she never complains. I thank her with all my heart. And I hope you all appreciate her and thank her as well. And the choir, I thank everyone. I thank all of you for making an effort to come. It's not easy as young people to want to leave your friends, your Snapchat and everything and come here. And we did tell Heatree, no, the password mustn't work. So we didn't, they didn't, it just doesn't work. But I thank you all for coming. And even though it's for you, I still thank you because it's difficult for young people to want to leave what they used to come into an environment like this. I thank the choir. Mother Laiwala said it all. Amazing, beautiful voices. Voices that lift you and take you into a different realm. I'm a very imaginative person, so when the choir is singing, I'm always picking something in the Bible. Like on one day in the week, I decided that I was going to focus on Revelations 4, and I just started imagining the 4 beasts and the elders, you know, just responding to how we were singing, and I was really, really thinking I was there with them. So I thank you all for your amazing voices, and the drummers. All the instrumentalists, but at one point when the drummers were drumming, I could not believe what was going on. I cannot explain it. And the saxophonist, everybody. I'm not going to take it because Lulu's really said my speech for me. I know the mothers have said my speech for me. But what I wanted to say to you is next year, do come. We've got new ideas, great plans. We're going to revive camp. As good as it is now, we're looking to do new things. So we look forward to seeing you. I would say at the beginning of the year was a bit tough. You guys are worth fighting for. You're worth staying up for, even when you can be so annoying and you don't listen and rude. You know, I will still get comments about, oh, this is about Antifunke, but you really are worth it. Even when the message says no arguing, no quarreling. The message said it tomorrow. No arguing, no quarreling. We must have had 4. God, don't disrespect. So, but despite all that, you're really worth it. And what I want to say to you is that we're a family. I think you said it all. And it means that we look after each other. Nobody gets left behind. Constantly look out for each other. Let's take this out into the world. And look out for your teachers, look out for your coordinators, look out for your prophetesses. We don't know it all. If you feel there's something you want us to know, tell us. There's nothing worse than discussing it and letting it through. We can't know it all. We want your ideas, we want your opinions to make it a better camp. And you really, if you look at the wolves, the strength of the wolf is in the pack. You know, and the strength of the pack is in the wolves. So at the end of the day, let us stick together like a pack. And even if we only meet here once a year, let us, when we go out there, let us look out for each other, let us do everything together. And I'll stop by just saying that I pray for everyone today. I pray that you've been inspired. I pray that God has inspired you. I pray that you will go forward and use what you've learned here. If you need anything, we're here. We really, really are here. There's no point struggling at 13 when there are a lot of people who are 15 here, who are 17 here, who can help you. When you're going off to universities, if you need anything, let us know. We'll connect you with other people. That's the whole idea of it. Sister Tokwe said, sometimes in university you feel alone. If you feel alone, contact Uncle Omar, contact Brother Tolu, Sister Beatrice, and we'll find someone close to you. We've got people in every university. You may not know them. And we'll get them to connect to you. And I just pray that God will uphold everybody. And that you all know this from this week, that really through Christ you can do all things. Don't be scared, be brave. Be very brave. I think it's Simon and Pumbaa. You know, they edge each other along. One's a real chicken, and they're going to be brave, you know. Go for it. They'll repeat what the one I said, you know. So be brave. You can do anything. Just tell God what it is you want to do. You can do anything. And finally, just to say, I'm so happy by the new gifts. Because they say, which means what will end, what will be the end, who will be there at the end of the world. It says it's the Cherubim and Seraphim Church.
And because of that, we cannot afford for the gifts to go. And I'm so happy to see God put his new gifts in new people. Nurture it. It's not something to play with. Nurture it. Ask questions from the people before you. And my best phrase of camp this year is, I'm coming back next year. So I look forward to seeing you all next year. And before I forget, the coordinators, because Tolu gave me a look like, have you forgotten? Or to Michelle rather. The coordinators, I thank you so much. I think Brother Omar said it all. We start meeting from October, not September, we start again. If we're going to look for a new venue, we start traveling out to have a look at it. And we start planning, we start thinking of how to make it work. So it is a lot of work, but they keep coming. They keep coming and we keep meeting and we keep coming up with new ideas, which is why I said if you have any ideas, let me know. And finally, I thank my left-hand man, or right-hand man, whichever one it is, Omolulu. I always say, I feel so sorry for his wife, because she has an iyale. You know, most people go into their marriage and alone, I'm coming in with them. And so I thank him, I thank you all, I thank him a little with all my heart. I call him at any time, or he calls me at any time. It's actually quite boring because he keeps calling and just, okay, what about this, what about that? And I go, I've sorted it. He started talking about doing the shopping. I said, it's not your business, we do the shopping every year. Stop, coming into our space. But whatever the case, I thank you so much. You work so hard, you all work so hard. As you work hard for all these children, God will work in your life. You will not do all this in vain. And for all of you coordinators, as you work for these young children, when it is time for you to have your children, you will not pray hard for them. God will give them to you. God will give you wonderful children from his throne. And all of you, God will bless you all. And I'll look forward to seeing you next year.
Okay, we have some prayers to say. Let's do them in good time and go and have our dinner, have our professional skills workshop, have a quick break. And then, sorry, the ladies session and the men's session, have a quick break. And then we have our barbecue. Dave, can I have key, please?
Keys.
Ọlọ́run tó dá wọn òkè ìbáni, ẹ̀yin ni a fi ọpẹ́ wá fún Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run tó dá wọn òkè ìbáni, ẹ̀yin ni wọ́n fi ọpẹ́. Tiny want to beg out because she Baba loke. Tiny want to feel Baba up when we fool. Alone, so now, okay, bani, any more feel up when we fool.
Let's begin to thank God.
We're back to the house.